do you need to be sure? Tell me why I don't like money.
Meet Man with the Stick.
Hello to all you Doctor Who fans. I'm speaking to you from the set of The Two Doctors, and I just want to say I'm very sorry I can't be with you.
I'm going to lash you to within an inch of your life. And then I'm going to have you.
The nature of monkey was irrepressible.
I'm going to rescue her. I'm going to save Rose Tyler from the middle of the Dalek fleet, and then I'm going to save the Earth, and then, just to finish off, I'm going to wipe every last stinking Dalek out of the sky!
But you have no weapons, no defenses, no plan!
Yeah. And doesn't that scare you to death? Rose?
Yes, Doctor?
I'm coming to get you.
Yes, indeed, ladies and yes, indeed. Good evening, guys. Oh boy, you can see the work I've done on my office thus, right? Oh, that table completely cleared off now, right? Let me do. There you go. That's a bit better. Yes, my big clear out is going apace. However, I've been remiss. I haven't replied to messages. I've been really spending way too much time working on it. So at some point tonight, I might reply to Dr. Alex on air, just so I remember to do it, right? Just because I feel so guilty. But this thing has taken over my life. It is insane. So right now, I've got on that table over there, it's down to the last stand. Everything that's gone through the first selection, right? The second selection. Now it's going through the actually, no, I've got to do this desk first. I've got this desk. And there's lots of shit I can throw away here, right? But then I got to do the does it bring you joy test, right? That's where I'm up to soon. Does it bring you joy? And if it's no, out it goes, baby. Well, see, there's three categories. There's out it goes. Let's find where to put this and pack away, right? Pack away. There's there's a bunch of old tech that I don't want to throw away, right? I bought these cameras and I like them. I don't want to throw them away. I don't want it. Okay, I don't need them. Don't want to throw them away. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I feel that because I liked them at one point, right? I did like them at one point. Anyway, I digress. So that's going on. Going to see Dune tomorrow. Oh, I'm really psyched about that, right? I'm really psyched about that. I'm going to see my son. So weirdly enough, okay, a couple of weird things. Weirdly enough, there was a sale. I was looking at the tickets, right? And there was a sale at the cinema. They were like half price. Tickets were like 19 shekels, which is like $5, right? Yeah, it must be at $5 because it came about $10 for 2 tickets. So I'm like, and my son, I thought it was Wednesday that it was playing, right? Because it's really weird. They were playing it during the day. I was like, why is that? I didn't understand that. I thought it was because it was the first day, the premiere, right? But everyone was playing it during the day. I thought, really odd, right? Really deeply odd. I don't really understand it, right? But then I thought it's actually Tuesday. Now, what's happening Tuesday? Big deal Tuesday, right? Big deal Tuesday. It's election day, not like national election day. It's a municipal election day, right? And there's a big showdown. There's a new upstart, right? Wanting to take on the incumbent. Now, I actually liked the incumbent when he was an upstart. I like our mayor. I think he's done a fine job. I have no problem with him whatsoever. Right? I'm not even sure I'm voting. I will probably vote because I thought he's done a decent job. Right? So I will probably vote. But you say to an Israeli, I can't be asked to vote. They're like, what? I remember one time, right? One time when we were on this big family vacation to Europe. We were in Italy. Best kosher food in the world. And we were having our lunch as always, right? Middle of summer, very, very hot. And we're like, well, what wine should we get? I suggested, said, maybe we don't have, we can not have wine for one meal because obviously we're having lots of wine, right? And literally, everybody in the restaurant just stopped. I heard all the noise, I did clink, and they looked at me like, "What? No wine?" So it was like that, right? It was like, what? Wait, what was I talking about? I totally lost my thread. I'm back in Italy. I'm thinking, what? I could go for, oh man, fresh pasta, by the way. Freshly made pasta, so much better than regular pasta. Oh my god, that's like you do learn in Italy. Dune, I'm gonna see Dune tomorrow. Oh yes, it's oh yeah, you say to an Israeli that you talk about, they're like what? Because it's like to them, it's ingrained in their civic duty, right? So which is good. It's right. People should be that way, right? But anyway, so that's why they're showing it during the day. So my plan was to sit with my son, my poor son, right? My poor son, who's being such a good boy, right? He not the one in Gaza, the one who just came out of Gaza. And I think he's done. He's done until the war escalates, right? Like we laughed about it over Sabbath, and his wife was like, "It's not funny." No, it's not. It's so cute together. Oh man, that was pretty pleasant hanging out with them. Anyway, so yeah, no, if I didn't tell you the story, it all went down on Sabbath, right? I was trying to work out how I'm going to get to see this movie, Dune, right? Dune Part 2, I should say. And my wife said, "Well, why didn't you go with your son?" I'm like, "Well, that's disgusting. I'm repulsed by that idea. No." And they're like, "But why? He's your son." I don't know. Would you mind going with your other son? No problem. Would you mind going to do it? No. So what's that? I don't know. And I said, but he will have the same response. So he walked in, and we said the same thing. He had exactly the same response, right? And then I thought, well, I want to see the movie, and maybe everyone has a good as a point. Like maybe we shouldn't be skeeved out by going to a movie. Anyway, I feel bad because he's a very good duty-orientated boy, even though he's a massive asshole most of the time. Now he needs kids. Like he needs to learn not being an asshole by having kids, right? And then it'll be fine. Anyway, upshot it is we are going to go and see Dune tomorrow at 2:30 show. And but today, okay, so today's big news. My wife got her new car, and boy, was it a thing, right? It was like here they had a whole ceremony for her. Where was this? Hang on, let me find it. Doink. They had like a room ready for her. Can I get here? Let me see if I can download. Hang on, let me download the clip. It's when you see it, it's crazy. So my wife has just got a full EV car, right? So she just got getting used to driving. Here, let me show you. So this is how you get a car in Israel, apparently. And this is just crazy. That's my son, his wife. This is Tzvi Lebetkin in the big screen behind them, right? And then I hope this is flipped because my wife said we had a whole thing about having the charger on the other side. Oh, she wanted to back in. I forgot. Well, now I know what it's about. She wanted. We had to get an extra long charging cable, which I still don't know if it's going to be long enough so she can back in as opposed to go front in, right? Anyway, so that's her getting a new car.
איזה מהמם. Wow.
Yeah, my daughter was very Israeli, right? And that's my son. There you go, the tank commander. So there you go. So he went to when you get this car, you have to have this. When you buy any piece of shit in Israel, right? You have this whole orientation where they got to tell you how to use it, right? I know it's some holdover from when it was a more socialist country, but the guy didn't speak any English, so my wife needed a translator. So we got my son to go with him today to pick up the car, and he's take me out to movies tomorrow. I got to picture movies with him, so he's doing part 2. I hope you've seen part 1, right? I'm going to be really mad. I uploaded it to my Google Drive. Don't worry, Google. I'll take it down soon. I uploaded it to my Google Drive for him to watch. I was just rewatching it. I was like about an hour in when I started the stream. And it was better than I remember. Man, I was like, it's a good movie. Well cast, well directed. Like somebody in the chat was really down on Timothy Chalamet. I thought he was spot on as Paul Atreides, right? I think Kamal McLachlan was a bit too old. So I was just listening to the Red Letter Media. I was looking for a review of theirs of Dune Part 1. I'm interested, but what they did instead is essentially have a longer form discussion comparing the 1984 Dune to the 2021 one, right? And it's really fascinating because, like, basically the difference is this: in the 1984 one, there's lots of weird shit in it, but anything like weird that was like honed in on by David Lynch and made super duper weird, right? It got it much weirder for it, right? Whereas the 2021 version, it was equally weird, but it's because they just were doing it as if it was normal. Right, but yeah, no, I'm a good hour into it. Yeah, I will finish watching it tonight before I head off to the movies tomorrow. That's going on, and then I'm going out to eat with my wife to celebrate the new car. Well, hey, I gotta tell you, I got it all going on tonight, which is why I'm not streaming. Which is why I'm streaming tonight, and I'm streaming on Wednesday. Oh man, so I won't be able to do a review of Doctor Who magazine until Saturday. All right, well, I guess Saturday is a good enough day as any. Comes out on Thursday. Although I tell you, Doctor Who magazine has been a bit bloody turgid. Oh, you know what? I never actually read here. Let's look at this together. I never read this, and you know, I think we should for posterity and science, right? Here, let me pull this up. Where is it? Fuchs magazine. Now, I'm a bit weirded out by the new editor, but ever since what was it? I found out that he's was it Tim Quinn? What's the name of the editor? Oh, man, 1 second. Let me go over here. Yeah, let me share the screen. Share screen. Doing. 600, yeah. They were really, 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 really proud of that cover. Just to me, it looks like an irritating mess, and like a pain in the ass when you got to now and then you got to put it back all in order. What's the name of the editor again? Jason Quinn. That is Tim Quinn's brother. Makes him much more bearable to me, right? Makes him like much less. Puts him off the creepy scale into the eccentric. However, we never read this, okay? And I think this deserves a look over. Find the 600, the photo strip did. And it's so weird. This used to be such a thing, although they were always in black and white, like these photo strips. Like, it's so weird that they're doing a photo strip. Okay, so let's have a look. Story Jason Quinn, layout Mike Jones, good vibrations Richard Atkinson, photography Ed Hammond and Lucy Saxon Quinn. Okay, so it's the wife or daughter. Panini Towels, the glorious home of Doctor Who magazine. I bet that really is it. That really is it. For the editor of Doctor Who Battle DWN, the day began like any other. Deskin, the creator of... Okay, I'm enjoying this. It's a bit silly, but I am enjoying it. Okay, and if he turned out to be like a multiple, cannibal, rapist, murderer, I would say, well, that makes sense too, right? But I'll say that of Dead Skin as well. Dead Skin, the creator of Doctor Who magazine, they go to DWM. What does he want? I love they got Marco Polo here, on video. Smugglers, Highlanders. Jason, something terrible is happening. My entire collection of magazines has vanished. Sorry to hear that. Des. But I'll ask Richard to send you some spares. But okay, they just hang up on him. Anything for Des. This is so weird. Hey guys, Can we package up some back issues to send to Deskin? He lost his. No problemo, Daddy-O. What the fuck? How many does it need? All of them. All of our copies are missing too. Wow, that's I'm impressed they have a closet, frankly. Okay, I'm being a dick, but I am enjoying this. Former editors, all my DWMs have vanished. John Freeman, Alan Barnes. The fact that fiction is no more. The Dark Dimensions loose trigger. This is a massive disaster. Design legend Perry Goodbold. I always wondered what she looked like. Okay, so now you know. Now you know. The other times I'm dealing in the past. Gary Russell, good Lord, no. Marcus, the horror of it. Emily Cook, that's not the past, it's the present. It can't be true. And Tom Spills is saying this would never happen in my day, which was like 2 weeks ago. Jason, it's DWM Oracle, Peter Ware. He wants to talk to you. Sigh, I thought he was hiding in Brazil. Man, his hair's so white. I remember having dark hair from the Time team. Someone's trying to raise Doctor Who magazine. Sorry, I should be saying DWM. DWM from history. You need to restore them before it's wiped from our timeline. Okay, so this is a bit much now. Jason, this is a bit much. Okay, like 1 page is fine. 2 is you're like, okay, but my smile's kind of aching. Good grief, to erase DWM, that would be unthinkable. Saddle up, boys, I've got a mission. Not on a Friday afternoon, apparently not. Wait, did I skip a page? No, fine. This goes on. It's so weird. I'm sorry. There's nothing about this that isn't weird. I'm not saying I'm not liking it. I'm just saying this is fucking weird. It's happening already. We're beginning to forget DWM ever existed. We must save DWM. DW what? Come on, Mike. You're driving. I drive. Concentrate, Mike. Remember, everything depends on us now. Where to, Hermanos? What? The only place where we can go, the center of the space-time nexus. Cardiff, make it snappy, soldier. Has he done any other writing? Because this is actually kind of fun. Look, if Doctor Who wasn't a relentless shit show right now, this will be playing much better. Like, can you imagine this during the Matt Smith years when everyone was happy, right? And Doctor Who was good. This will be like, oh, super fun. Clint Hickman doing it. I don't know. Stab at it. My memories are fading fast. Okay, it's really dragging on now. Not far now, lads. We're on the last stretch. Where are we going again? Who are you guys? I feel like I should know you. It's getting so hard to think. Oh God, that happened to me a while ago. He wanted to see these pictures. I want to tell you. Cardiff Bay, Wales. Not far now. We're getting there. I can feel it. We're definitely on the right track. Can't you feel it in the air? I mean, this has really gone on too long. Jason, mate. You listen. I don't get me wrong. I like the gumption, but it's this is worrying at this point. Okay. Yeah, something about a magazine. If this magazine never existed, then the world will, as we know it, will be completely different. At Wolf Studios. That's right. Without DDM, there will be nothing at all. Okay, that might be a bit of an exaggeration. Walking around the studios, something catches the team's attention. The answers are all inside here. Come on, we've got a whole reality. Fuck me, I thought this was over. Oh my God, we got enough. How many more pages? 2 more pages? This is okay. Jason, mate. Jason, you didn't need to do the big. You could have just dropped those last 2 pages, right? You could have really gone from like all the ex-editors to like this page essentially, right? I mean, like that was like it was a bit much, right? It was, you need a little bit of brevity in your storytelling, but okay. This is, I just guess he's an eccentric dude. Okay, fine. So, holy moly. Open, it's open. Let's take a look. Wow, it really is bigger on the inside. But do they know what the TARDIS is? I don't know. Right? I just know they got the piece of shit schlepper job that they got to like pick up all those Doctor Who magazines again. Okay, are those? Yes, every single issue. The copies of DWM, all my memories. They come back. Was it? 1 second. DWM is back. Oh fuck me. This is just weird shit. There's a subscriber exclusive cover for issue 584. It's a rare one. Okay. I wonder if I can play the 7-inch Amazon Dark Flexi disc. I got the audio file of that on this jukebox. It probably could actually. I don't know. There's suddenly a charismatic commanding voice shouts out across the to our 3 heroes. Hello, can I help you? Look. It's one thing if you're a bunch of lads having fun at your job, but you're just publishing a magazine, and this was just strange. So this is coming out this week. Let's have a look. They're going to have Bring the Monster to Life. The Goblin King was supposed to be a much bigger action sequence. I quite liked it. Fashion icons. Yeah, look, when I look at this picture, I go, who would want Millie Gibson in this show? Oh, what a weight round the neck she is. Oh, no. I mean, if I guess I wouldn't like her if I'm insanely racist and can't stand white people, right? If I'm insanely racist and can't, or if I'm a white person who's insanely ashamed of being white, right? I wouldn't mind either, right? I don't know, Millie. I think you're too sexual normative, or just normative, frankly. Actually, you know what? I thought what role would be perfect for her. 1 second. I was thinking about this the other day. How this thing has vanished from the ether is beyond me. Laser, eraser, and press button. 1 second. Press button. Let me grab a picture of it. So this was a really good. Let me see if I can grab some of the Steve Dillon pages. Oh man. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. So this is here. 1 second. It is a really awesome comic, right? And I can't believe no one snapped it up. Oh, there, this is it. That's a great one. And like tried to develop it for TV or for movies. It's like it's so insanely cinematic. It's ridiculous. Yeah, 1 second. Got that image too. Nearly there. And it has like it's completely vanished from the ether. Right, it's it vanished. Bizarreville. Oh yeah, this is good. Perfect. Here we go. Doink. Here we go. Highlight them. Doink. That do the trick. There we go. Where am I? Over here. Yeah, there you go. Share screen. Share screen. Doink. Laser, eraser, and press button, right? This is such and their first arc was also fantastic. This is Warrior, man. Warrior, when this came out, basically everything in it was gold, right? You had V for Vendetta, you had Marvel Man, you had Father Shandor, Demon Stalker. That was really good, man. That was it was like a much darker, more adult 2000 AD, more intelligent as well. So anyway, and also it was monthly. So anyway, so this was Laser, Razor, and Press Button. So Press Button, there was only a quarter of him left. There was only the like his upper chest, you see basically where it looks human, and the rest of him was this giant cyborg with a cleaver for an arm, and that big button when he presses it, he has an intense orgasm. Right, that's basically what it is. And then he's his partner is Maestra Mistralis, I think is, I can't remember the name, where she's a this super assassin essentially, and they do assassination jobs together in a sci-fi world, and she's like famously super sexy, right? Again, drawn by Steve Dillon. This was not by Steve Dillon. This was when one of the reprints. Again, how this hasn't in any way come back is beyond me, right? But anyway, Millie Gibson for Laser Razor, right? She could totally pull. I mean, again, I know she has dark hair in this, but either she can darken her hair, or we can have a blonde Laser Razor. I don't think anybody really gives a shit, right? Who would you get to play press button though? Is the question, right? You need a real guitar, cigar chomping actor to be able to do that. I kind of would like the idea of Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy would be awesome. Mel Gibson, also very good. I think that Mel Gibson's like better and more like contemplative roles, right? Who else? Bruce Willis, sadly, I think he has Alzheimer's or something like that. I know. But man, I like how like this would be such an incredibly good property. I just can't believe that that it hasn't like that. Nobody snapped out. It's because nobody bloody knows about it. Is essentially the problem, right? This is. I mean, like, I don't know why there aren't some trade paperbacks of it. It's a real mystery to me, right? It's a real genuine mystery. Anyway, what can I tell you? Okay, many things confuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Not just that. There are many things. Let me pull up some eye candy. You thought, oh, it was on the. Oh yes, I forgot about the. Now I wanted to go a little bit salacious again tonight. I was thinking about not doing so, but I got people in my comments who were all like uptight and like, why do you sexualize women? Because they're sexy. Why do I sexualize Nicola Bryant? I said, darling, God sexualized Nicola Bryant. Okay, nothing to do with me. I'm just observing, right? I'm observing very closely, very, very close. Nicola, you look fantastic, darling, as always. Now, of course, as always, when you're wrestling with with a bit of AI. It takes some time to nail it down, right? And I worked very long and hard on this, stroking my chin slowly as I decided which version to go with. So these are the many versions that I went through. Not bad one. I mean, the arm behind the back, bit strange. Now I got to keep an eye out to make sure they're not like too X-rated. Right, because sometimes you do get see-through underwear, right? And I gotta watch out for that. So this was a bit of it. I mean, like, then it gets weird around her bum, like it's like she's got leg, but you can't really tell. It's like grew an extra leg. That's really bizarre. It's like she's leaning up against a mirror or something. That's really weird. Okay, let's do it, man. I'm glad I didn't go for that one. This one, a little bit shocked. Oh, Rabbi. What are you doing? Nicola, you know what I'm doing, darling. You know what I'm doing. You're like, I know. Is this what I went for? I think no, is that the one I went for? Let me have a look. Oh, it is. No, it's not. I don't know. No, I don't know. Let's go back. I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. No, that's the one I went for. There you go. I mean, I will go for all of them, obviously. This one was good, right? This one felt very naturalistic. And what can I tell you? There, she's had some heavy news she has to give over. But I researched this one well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I can't believe this is still going. That was quite good as well. Again, a little bit too AI-y, it's a little bit too drawn, right? But yeah, maybe. What would I say if she came on? I'm like, well, Nick, look, I mean all this well. That's a good one. Now that looks like it. Actually, is this the one I went for? I think that might be the one I went for. It looks like she should be holding a glass of champagne, right, with that one, right? So I labored long and hard and worked up a sweat. Let me tell you, to come up with this thumbnail for you, ladies and gentlemen. The rabbi works hard for you, baby. The rabbi works hard for you. By the way, what's the name of the guy that they're all freaking out about today in England? I finally heard what went down with it. If I look up Daily Mail, it'll probably be on the front page. Daily Mail, doink. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a butchers. No, I'm talking about a rowing. Is there a politics page? Oh, I know. Oh, is that him? No, somebody's telling. I know there's one she must be telling in the chat, but I can't go from the top of the chat because then I'll lose it. Man, okay, Daily Mail's a rag. Is there politics? Home, Australia, Israel, Hamas. Well, kinda, I guess. What is that guy's name? So do I look up the Sun, really? A Daily Telegraph, maybe? Daily Telegraph. That might do the trick. NATO, EU, Sunak, 2 weeks. Oh, Lee Anderson. There you go, Lee Anderson. So Lee Anderson, I finally heard what he said. It wasn't Islamophobic in the slightest. He said that Sadiq Khan was captured by his Islamist friends. Now, and then Sadiq Khan had a little hissy fit meltdown like a bitch boy that he is, right? Oh God, I can't stand Sadiq Khan. I mean, really, just everything wrong about woke people wrapped up into one little a screaming fascist bundle. I can't stand him at all. Now, the thing is, the reason Lee Anderson said that is because you've got demonstrably Islamist. Yeah, that means Islamic terrorist, right? Islamist, not Islamic, Islamist, I think is what they. Yeah, radical Islamist. Supporting policies by the city of London, including the police, right? If somebody calls a genocide of Jews, they're like, yeah, fine, they got it fucking coming to them. Anybody says, well, I can't even remember. If you dead name someone, oh no, fuck you, you're going to jail, right? You've got to have a consistent fucking standard, and the trouble for Sadiq Khan is he doesn't. So let's say he's not captured by his radical Islamist friends. Well, why do you have a two-tier system of policing where you favor Islamist causes? Well, why is that then? If you're not captured by Islamist friends, there's a weird close-knit alliance between radical Islamists and the radical left, right? They really are very, very close with each other, right? Disturbingly so. So I heard what he said, and he was like, and he also applied it to. He said the same thing about Keir Starmer, but I tell you, Sadiq Khan having a meltdown about that. What a bitch boy little cunt. I mean, oh. What a bitch boy little cunt. No wonder he likes Hamas so much. Today's top story, says Nicola, toxic fandom, is still outraged by the rabbi's creepy thumbnails. I just don't know what they could mean. I basically did a thumbnail to wind people up. So I was like, buggy business to me. Yes. Now I didn't do this, I'm afraid. I saw this. I'm like, oh, that's too good to not steal. Fantastic, right? And yeah, there is an Elvis. What was it? Elvis Planet of the Apes parody on Mad TV. Let's see if I can find that. 1 second. Elvis Planet of the Apes Mad TV. Let's see if it actually comes up. Oh! Holy crap! They've grabbed it. I can't believe this came right up. Now we're talking Planet of the Apes. Holy crap. And then we'll get to the chat, okay? Man! I'm astounded. This is worth, the tangent before I started. This is the pre-start tangent.
Tomorrow, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Elvis's 29th birthday, Turner Classic Movies presents The Lost Elvis Movie.
Join me, Elvis Presley, with the sexy Anne Murray, and my number one pals, Charlie and Ray, as we go on a wild adventure, man, in my...
Who is that? Will Sasso? I'm not sure.
My new hit movie, The Planet with Some Apes. Boy, this planet's lousy with monkeys. Monkey business, monkey business.
I want to see this movie, right? I like AI, mate. Make me this Elvis movie.
Monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey.
That can't be Will Sasso, okay? He was never that svelte.
Monkey business, monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey business. Monkey business, monkey.
And this does sound like most Elvis. I never really understood how people loved Elvis so much, right? Especially, I kind of like old fat Elvis, right? That really interests me a lot more than anything else. But I don't get this.
Monkey business, monkey business, monkey business, monkey business, monkey.
Although the Anne Margaret there looks very good.
Monkey business, monkey business, monkey business. Boy, you sure ain't no monkey person. I think I'm in love.
Boy, you're sure doing some good acting there, E.
Get your healthy hands off me, you damn dirty.
This is just again. Why isn't this a part of the national consciousness that we all know of it, right? I don't know.
Look at that. They sure did scoop out your brains, Rudd and Charlie. There's 1,000 other monkeys standing out there.
It's even got a good soundtrack. I love this bloody thing.
They think we're the ugly ones, but we don't care. So viva Monkey Planet. Viva Monkey Planet.
This is like every Elvis movie I've ever seen, but better.
Viva Monkey Planet. The planet with some apes. Let me tell you, somewhere in this crazy universe, there's got to be something better than man. So
Again, cinematic gold.
Filthy hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
72 new songs. Yeah, that really. I wish. Now can I have AI make me a Beatles Planet of the Apes movie? Oh, that would be awesome. It's like live action, kind of like done around the time of Help. Oh, yes. We really need to do a Planet of the Apes thumbnail at some point. Fine, let's get the chat. About 50 minutes now for I plan to. Lottie's here. Hell chat. Hell Lottie. Hell to the chief, sir. JMS's You and I comic number 1 is so weird. I don't. What's You and I? Hang on 1 second. JMS You and I number 1. No. J. What's his full name? Hang on. John Michael Straczynski, isn't it? John Michael Strat. Oh, there you go. Fine. So, what's this comic? You and I. You and I. What is that? Is there anything coming up? Okay. I'm finding a review of it. It looks. Albert looks nice. Decent cover. So this is. The recent universe returns as in a new tale by J. Michael Straczynski. The next chapter in the saga of the Resistant Universe focuses on an unlikely love story between mysterious you. I have no idea what the Resistance Universe is. Has no memory of the past, awakening. Read more. No, I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on with that. Like none whatsoever. Right? Sorry, it's bad. I'd like to see a Planet of the Apes Star Trek. I don't know. I'll sooner watch that than Star Trek Discovery. Oh, darling. I'd rather watch Star Trek Discovery than I'd rather have a fish shoved up my arse than watch Star Trek Blood Discovery. And it's coming soon. Oh, eBay! Please, Apocalypse, please be forced. Okay, when's Star Trek Discovery? So, let's look this up. Because I'm going to cover it. I've been in all of these ones. Trek Discovery Season 5 release date. Doink. April 4th. Fuck me. Will the apocalypse happen by then? Maybe. Could be. We're heading there. Come on. Let's get a bit trigger happy, everyone. Where are we up to? Only starters there. Hey, I'm literally praying for the apocalypse rather than Star Trek Discovery for good reason, right? I can't hear how Toxic Fandom is triggered now. Oh, my thumbnails. It was basically a kid, and I said, "Look, you're a kid, aren't you?" And they're like, actually, it was there was one person with two thumbnail accounts talking to each other, pretending they're the same person. Until I said, well, you know, we all know you're the same person, right? And then they ran away. Lonnie's having some milk. Very good for you, sir. You enjoy your milk. That's what I say. You enjoy it. The Southerners ain't something. Yes, it's so stunning and brave to have every episode of Doctor Who on Earth. Even if we have Disney money to go different parts of the universe. Oh, Ecky Thump. Well, yeah, that's indeed. I really wish I was more enthused for, the coming the coming season 14, season 1. I really wish I was more enthused for it. I'm just, man, I'm really not. I hope, and I'm really going in. I'm going with open mind than most people watching here. I totally am. Like again, but I mean, I don't know. Watching Face of Evil again because I really want to choose a not so famous story, just a well written, solid story. Right, that was really great, right? And that's what it was. It was just like it surprised me the difference between this and that and the current era, right? It really kind of shocked me how different it was. John the guy says, sorry, gang, I have to go and do some trading at work. Well, there you go. It's always going to be well trained, sir. That's what I says. Eki hello, Thumbiek. Will Liz Truss star as Eki Master? I think she already has. They're freaking out about her being on TV, right? How dare she speak? I don't know what to tell you. It seems to find me. She's playing the victim. She's effed up, and the UK blames on her. I think she couldn't be a victim of a takedown hit job. She went down too quick. She might have been epically shit, right? But man, like Rishi Sundak, like what is he fucking thinking? Like, what's his game plan? I'm gonna fuck this up, Riley. No, like, does he think anybody's gonna vote for him? No, they're fucking not. Right? You need to get out of the way and let Nigel Farage be in charge. If Nigel Farage takes over the Conservative Party and like ideologically takes it over, then they would win the election, right? But they need to get going on that quick, right? They need to get going on that quick. That would be a game changer, right? They would win the election. Does Rabbi have a Doctor Who book collection? If so, please do a shelf. Oh, we can do that right now. 1 second. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to go to, okay, so I go to share screen. I go to invite, right? I'm going to invite myself So I'm going to email myself. Okay. Doink. So how am I going to do it? Right. So send myself an email. I go, where am I? Doink. I could also, no, I can't email myself. No, no, wrong guy. No, I'm emailing this guy I haven't spoken to for like 30 years. Pretty sure he's alive though. Okay, that's me. Okay, that's definitely me. Doink. Link. Doink. Doink, doink. Send. Fine. So I just sent that to me. I'll go to email over here. Look at this. The appliance of science, right? And then I'll come in on my phone. I'll use that as a remote unit and we'll go we will go look at the Rabbi shelves, she cried, darling. Jigger, jigger. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Okay, updating. There you go. Link. Yeah, is it opening up in? No, it's got to open up in Safari, not Google Chrome. Okay, we accept. We do accept. Allow mic access. Okay, everything's allowed. Camera and mic access. You're allowed. Oh, here we go. That sounds good. Fine. So, display name. Remote Rabbi. Here we go. Enter studio. 5. Oh, I got to send the sound off over here. Okay, but how do I change the camera? I got. Oh no! 1 second. More. Is that one? Settings. Camera. Back camera. There you go. Okay. So we go back. Fine. I'll turn my mic off. That should do the trick. Fine. Here we go. So you wait there. Yeah, I'll you know what? Here, I'll turn this on. I'll take this off. Okay. This is what I see. This is the does it there you go. Yeah, okay. So this is the Rabbi's eye view of doing a live stream, right? So yeah, that's what's going on. Action figures up there. Fine, you want to see the books? Because I've done a lot of work of late. So okay, so let's start up here. We've got the Alan Moore section. Is this coming out well? Yeah, okay. We've got the Alan Moore section over here. Absolute Watchmen, showpieces, Miracle Man, V for Vendetta, From Hell, Top 10, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Providence, that book he did. Oh, there's a bit of a Davros over there. Start the early, the early Disney Star Wars books, which I thought were excellent. My books, because, you know, why not? Up here, of course. Up here we have Monkey. The complete set. Monkey! Born from an egg on a mountaintop. We have a bunch of Judge Dredd reprints over here, going into more 2000 AD stuff over there. A bit of Zenith action over there. Doctor's Full of Dead World. Fine. Over here we have, this is some of the video, the DVDs, the rest are in the next room. So this is the essentially classic Doctor. Oh, and also, is that my personal Blu-rays? Yeah, I think my personal ones are in there as well. So there you go. All right, over here. Oh, these were gifts, right? These are gifts from a viewer, and I really love these. I have to tell you, Gideon Mask and Flying Star. That is a great book when you want to have a nice thumb through on a Sabbath afternoon when you're hanging around. That's very cool. Gallifrey Chronicles. Oh man, there you go. 25 Glorious. A bit of Peter Hanning greatness there for you. The one missing the spine is the Andrew Skeletor Cybermen book. 70s and the 80s, sitting at the 60s, wasn't into it that much at the time. Bit of Thunderbirds vault, the Doctor Who vault. This is great. I love this book.
is Matt Irving visual history of the BBC effects department. This is also great. Who Adventures, a really good history of the Virgin New Adventures. Brian Talbot's Alice in Sunshine. This is fantastic as well. Full summer, absolutely great. But I say more comics. More comics over here. We have again more Ed Brubaker. Brian Bendis when he was good. So here, okay. So over here we have SFX magazine. Now you want to see the books? There's a couple of they go a couple of layers deep. So these are Missing Adventures. That was from Virgin at the time. But if you go a bit further back, so the New Adventures, which are actually worth some money, they're down here. They're like behind. They're the level behind. They're all wedged in too much now. Okay, fine. There you go. So you got those going on. Sherlock Holmes, short trips. A lot more comic books, right? A lot more comic books. Doom Patrol over there. Oh, Jupiter's Legacy. I just got the new volume of that. It's over there. Scarlet Traces, which I like a lot. Anyway, so there we're listening to that. Then up here it's the Judge Dredd Mega Collection, which I found absolutely excellent. I was thinking getting the 2000 AD one as well, but I thought, nah. Anyway, so over here, this is normally a very messy desk, right? I literally just cleaned everything off it. There's I got to take all the action figures off soon. That's going to be in my next job, and dust them all off. There you go. It's so weird watching it on the screen instead of watching it on my camera. So again, once again, that's the computer. We have all the little masters over here. Lots of Daleks. I surely should turn the light on so you can see the Dalek area in greater detail. Here, 1 second. You go there. I'll get tons of feedback. There you go. Valley of the Masters. Doctor Who's. Matt Smith era. I like the young Stephen Moffat in the background there. I love that Doctor's Wife TARDIS. And then over here, Leela. Last of the Time Lords. So this bit I did just clean recently. Like a bit of Joe Grant up there. There you go. Fine. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, how I can turn this off. Okay, I'm gonna take this off like that. There you go. Okay, I'm getting there. Give me a second. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that excursion. Now I've got to work out how to get out of here. So turn my camera back on. Leave. Got it. There you go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little spot. that little hologram. Who was just asking me about that? Oh man, that was at 7:03. So Mark McCambridge, I hope that answers your question. Man, oh, Darren M is there. You do that, Darren M. I think
May have been somebody who sent me one. I think you saw just now. Yeah, never say when someone's done something nice for you. They a lot of people don't want you to know. Philip Bogart is here. How you doing, Philip Bogart? Colin Archer says Chris Carr on the Critical Drinkers Open Bar was saying that Dune 2 was good, which gives me hope. Yeah, look. The only thing I didn't like about Dune 1 was the race swapped Leah Keynes. Right, and that really didn't work at all. But you know what I really want? I want to do a third one of Doom Messiah because that brings Duncan Idaho back. I just think that would be so cool. Have Jason Momoa, but I really think that'd be an awesome, just an awesome play. Yeah, because I mean, I've read the Doom books. I read all the Frank Herbert ones. I don't think I've read the Kevin Anderson ones, right? I totally read so I read Dune Messiah, right? So that will be three movies right there, right? And then there's Children of Dune. Was it the Children of Dune? Then Dune got it. The Children of Dune is still in the Dune Messiah timeline, kind of. Then Dune God Emperor is like thousands of years later, and that was a bit turgid. But the one after that, they started introducing new characters that were awesome, like Miles Tegg. And there's lots of fun, interesting stuff as the series progresses. I don't think I've read the conclude Hunters of Doom, right? It was too long, right? It's been like 15 years since I read the last one. Yeah, Heretics of Dune. No, I've also read Chapter House Dune, didn't I? I think Chapter House is when the Bene Gesserit world is becoming the new Arrakis or something, as I recall. So anyway, I know Dune quite well, right? I do know it quite well, and obviously not that well, but I think their realization of the Thopters was freaking fantastic, and why nobody's thought of doing that before is brilliant. Like have them as like hummingbirds or dragonflies. That just brilliant, right? I thought that was a really, really good idea. So there's a lot good in it. I like Dennis, whatever his name is. I think he's good. I liked everything he's done, basically. Critical Drinker makes us laugh. Critical makes us all laugh. That's why he's good. Panini Towers, all 3 floors of it. No, he has one office in there. Rabbi live on Monday, Samra. I know. Things are getting crazy, baby. Things are getting crazy. That TARDIS really needs a bit of cut. I know. I really hate it. Like, I really, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. Is that similar? Jimmy Savile on the left in the blue short? No, I think that was Jason Quinn, editor, right? Useless Special Toy Room. Is that still going? I wonder. That Special Toy Room was the one of the magazines of Doctor Who, the DWAS, the Doctor Who Appreciation Society, which I was a member of for a while. That was Celestial Toy Room was the more fun regular one, and then you had TARDIS, I believe, which was like more heavier fan fiction, I think. Right? I don't know. Who would want Millie Gibson's chest pushing against a tight blouse? I know. Straining, struggling to get free. I'll help you, Millie. I'll help you. It's my duty as a rabbi. I finally found, when I was watching Dune, worked it out, the perfect analogy to work. If anybody is anti-Israel in any way, shape, or form, it's essentially because they think the Israel is like the Harkonnens in Dune, right? They are just relentlessly evil, being evil. They believe in that, and it's just so ridiculous. It's beyond words, right? It's nothing, not even close to the truth. Anybody who didn't watch the Christmas special, they would look right off the cover and say, "So what the fuck is that?" Yes, yes. You're true. That is true. Aesop says, make him a warrior. Are you a warrior? Sorry. It's not Timothy Chalamet. No, it's Timothy Chalamet, isn't it? I think. Yeah, Bruce Willis does have Alzheimer's, says Amaro. Thank you for letting me know. Easton Burkholder is there. Easton Burkholder. We have animated AI now. Rabbi, get onto it. Well, I'm here. You want to see animated AI? I was looking at this the other day. Freaking incredible. Okay. Like all this is AI. We're so close, mate. We are so close. Lee Anderson, I knew you would be telling me. Somebody would tell me Lee Anderson. A white man says basically the same thing. So a brown woman. Guess who gets in trouble? I know. It's crazy. Zayden Titus, how you doing? Hey, let me go say hello to your Rumble. So never give you any Rumble love. Jack B. Bosma is here. How you doing, Jack B. Bosma? Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button, hit the share button, definitely hit the subscribe button. It will, if you're on Rumble, it will make your life immeasurably better, right? There are people that say, Rabbi, after I subscribe to you, my sexual magnetism and proficiency at the art of lovemaking improved massively. Many people say it to me. Results may vary, of course. I thought the movie chose Troy McClure. Again, once we have AI, we can make all these things. Like, look at this. None of this is real. We're not far away, right? Trouble with AI is making it do what you can tell it to do, right? Again, all this complete AI, crazy. Boomeruma. Philip, do you read all this? I have read all this. Yes, I will not buy a book that I don't read. Right? Mark Vickers here. I'm sure I saw a 1987 Razzle tucked in the background. Well, that would be, in the pride of place, right? Razzle. Oh man, Razzle's still going. I didn't show you some of the figurines. Where are all the Jodie figures? No, I don't have that many. Who did the Rabbi such a Rabbi is such a super nerd? I didn't even show you my TV room, which had the other half of my collection. This is just half of it, right? You ever seen it in 2002? Says yes, and I thought it was excellent, right? I thought it was absolutely freaking excellent, right? Everybody hates it. I thought it was really fantastic. I have a good book about making it. I thought the casting of it was just right. I thought William Hurt. Here, let me see if I can find a trailer for it. Hang on. Dune mini series. And people they hate it with every fiber of their being. Well, you got the whole mini series here on YouTube, apparently. Blimey. That's so bizarre. I just want the trailer. Okay, here, and it starts off with a trailer for Dune 2. I still can't believe tickets were on sale. Yes, that's crazy. It's gonna be packed. Then I just realized. Never mind. Although people watching Dune, they're normally like more chill. Actually, will it be packed? I don't know. Yeah, one second. Again, thank you AI for helping us out there. 1 second. Dune 2000. Here you go. Reminds me, somebody said, I saw a same thing, Umbrella Academy season 4 or season 5 coming. I don't give a shit. I saw a picture from it. I'm like, man, how one mentally ill, insanely selfish human being derailed such a great TV show is beyond me. Yeah, not naming any names. Okay, but halfway through the trailer, I'm just seeing the logo.
they know.
Now, here's the thing, though. I tried to watch the second half of this miniseries after watching the movie Dune in 2021. And you just can't make that leap, right? You can't make that leap.
Precisely where we are and what we can do.
Who damns my mother for bearing daughters instead of sons?
We shall see what devices this perverse mind is breeding.
It's something. It's one. The design on this is excellent. It's obviously not as opulent and has as much money spent as the current version.
You're Duke's son. You have duties, responsibilities.
How could I ever forget?
Some spice in each.
William Hurt was excellent in this. I like William Hurt and everything. He was in a good what's that guy's name? Alex Pereira's movie called Dark City as a gumshoe detective.
And send them to the Baron on Katie Prime.
Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, I'm the instrument of his family's demise.
Okay, he was brilliant, right? He was a really great Baron Harkonnen.
Such a beautiful boy.
And this guy was fucking the producer. Yeah, Foctors didn't work. First time Foctors worked was with Modern Dune. All this stuff I really like, right? I love anything that feels like a 1970s book cover. You got me. You got me on board. Oh, I even like what's her name? Zendaya as Chani, right? Much better than Sean Young. Less fuckable, better though. Yeah, there's many scales you can judge people on. Oh, and David, what's it, Batista, whatever his name is, as Rabbi, fantastic. So the problem is, like, when you watch it next to the modern version, it really feels cheap, right? Which is a shame because it's fun. I think not fun. I thought it was very good, right? I really did enjoy it a lot. Amber is here. Ali was good. Reason to watch the miniseries. Ian McNeese did a nice, more understated Baron. The green screen was a bit off. It was like, you know, they were stretching their abilities, right? William Hurt, I acted in a scene with him. Wow, on Robin Hood. I didn't know it was in Robin Hood. He was really miserable by the end of the show, that movie, I bet. Oh, you should hear not Dennis Hopper, David Lynch talk about it. Like, David Lynch hated every minute of shooting Dune. Right, he said it was a nightmare. I didn't like all the versions of Dune. Each has its faults. Of course, each is watchable as far as I'm concerned. I agree with you, right? I do agree with you. And we plug a favorite books in there. I like, yes, that's going to happen. That's absolutely going to happen. Is it just my monitor in the Rabbi stream pitch yellow color? That's my new light bulb. Okay, that's my new light bulb. It's much more softer lighting, right? Warmer lighting, which I quite like, right? I do kind of like. Plank of wood better than short. Yes, well, she was doing a lot of cocaine at the time. God bless her. Raban died the same way as in the book. He did a good death. That's true. I don't know much about Dune. Is it complex? Fans just get into it. I think you'd watch the movie. 2.5 hour Villeneuve movie. You're fine, right? That the one from 2021, and that tells you everything you need to know, right? Literally everything you need to know. Daniela Amavia in her Dune. A second. We got to look this up. Once just in, what's her name? What's it? Hang on, I got to go back. Daniela and Mavia. Daniela and Mavia. 1 second. Daniela and Mavia. Okay, hit. Okay. Looks very, very not stunning to me. She's in Dune. Just like a like normal, attractive woman. Not here. Many destroyed Dune. Oh, Alia. She plays Alia in Dune. Oh, here's a picture of her. She's not. I mean, again, I'm not like, look, I'm much happier looking at my AI Nicola Bryant, frankly. Frankly. Yeah, upon careful consideration. Fine. Let's now we caught up with the chat. What's that? 1 second. Maybe. Close that down. Doink. Fine. Close that down. Doink. I got too many things open, she cried. Jigger. Okay, fine. I closed. Now I've got to close like a ton of bloody windows. Doink. Oh, that would actually be good to talk about. Oh, I wanted to talk about both of these as well, but I wanted to talk about them earlier. Stupid me. 1 second. Okay, maybe there. Okay, I think we're going to start with this. I mean, this does look. Yeah, this certainly looks like a story. Okay, we could do that one as well. Fine. Share screen. So, I can't tell if this is written with irony or not. Let's have a look. 10 things about Doctor Who that make no sense. Okay, there's lots of things that make no sense, but this is on CBR, right? CBR have the biggest shills in the entire universe, right? They are such insane shills for every establishment corporation you can imagine. They love shilling for corporations. They can't get enough of corporate shilling. It is the greatest thing ever for them, right? So now they're going to be critical. I'm like, what's going on? I'll say, what's going on? She was in the Children of Dune from 2002. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize. Okay. Doctor Who has seen the titular Time Lord face off against the Dalek and Cyberman across time and space, but it's not without some inconsistencies. This is by Andrew Gladman. Okay. I see there the Timeless Children there. And the what Dalek was? Was that the Dalek that couldn't open a door? No, that just looked I think that's just a regular Dalek. Remember? Oh man. The World of Doctor is a complicated place. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, to us, it's doesn't really seem that so, right? There's nothing about it I find like, I can't get my head around. Really? That makes no sense, right? I'm always like, okay. I was even could work out. I mean, I was all Jodie, obviously, but I can even work out unit dating, with Modern Undead, right? There's lots of ways in the headcanon to get around these like weird little things, right? But anyway, in 2023, the series marked its 60th anniversary of the Doctor's adventure in time and space. Naturally, after such a long history with so many different writers, creative teams, and reinterpretation of the Doctor's world, I've even considered the muddled timelines have emerged. It was all fine up until 2017, right? I'm not fucking around with you. Literally, it was all fine until Jodie reared her ugly fucking head. Right, unbelievable. Nobody had any problem, right? Nobody had any problem connecting the character in Midnight to the same character in Talons of Weng Chiang. It was fine. right? There was really no problem, right? While the Doctor Who is a tour de force of all possibilities offered up by the realm of science fiction, these vast imaginings are prone to produce contradictions between different Doctor Who stories and can leave fans scratching their heads while trying to piece together Doctor Who history together. Again, it was fine. The only problem we had was Mordred Undead, right? And that's only because everybody noticed it. Throughout classic Doctor Who, continuities were particularly pronounced. No, they weren't. Right? I mean, look, I think the most pronounced it ever got was Deadly Assassin, when the Time Lords were presented very differently than they were presented in, Three Doctors, for example. Right? I think people were really pissed off about that. But I don't know. I mean, regeneration. Particularly pronounced as little record was kept of early episodes, with tapes of many original stories being wiped and reused. Well, okay, that's true, but I don't think that's why. Okay, whatever. Preserved episodes were not repeated either, giving the writers and production team harder tasks when it came to maintaining continuity. Again, none of this was a problem. Nobody had any problem doing this, right? It was fine, right? Until Jodie waddled in. Even the modern era Doctor Who is subject to more scrutiny from fans than ever before. As such, the modern era has seen its fair share of contradiction. Okay, let's see what you're saying. Cybermen have more than one origin. Well, that is actually explained. One theory of it is in the Cyber book, right, where they give you a history of a cyber origin, right, where essentially you have alternate races of Cybermen are broken off. There's several different strands of Cybermen, which explains for all the different types, right? What? They're saying Tomb of the Cybermen was an origin story? No, it's not. Okay, 10th Planet, that was an origin story of sorts, right? Rise of the Cybermen, well, that's in a different universe, world and half time, and different batch of Cybermen. This guy's a fucking moron! Oh, Cybermen more than one origin. Fine, let's explain. But what's confusing you, darling? The Cybermen first appeared in the Doctor Who in the first Doctor final story of the 10th Planet. They were quickly established themselves as a core part of Doctor Who mythos, returning to menace the second Doctor from the start at the very next season in the Tomb of the Cybermen. However, the origins seem to have changed, and with each appearance. No, they just upgraded the costume. Ding-a-ling. The origins didn't change. They were they're from Telos, right? So there was the theory was that there was a 1 second. Let me find the book. Again, this is why I keep all this shit, right? This is exactly why. Make me stand up. That's what I'm annoyed about more than anything else. There you go, fine. Bit of Andrew Skilleter gorgeousness, written by David Banks. Really? David, he wrote this. He didn't he wasn't ghost written by anybody as well, like David Banks and Gary Russell. No, just David Banks. Okay, 1 second. Let me find this one. Here we go. So yeah, look, firstly, freaking gorgeous book. This, right? Oh, there's Andrew Skilleter. Oh, freaking gorgeous. And there's like lots of beautiful illustrations all the way through this. Yeah, 1 second. Like, for example, I love this book, right? Absolutely adore it. But here, right. Here, 1 second. Let me take a picture with my phone, and then I'll be able to put it on screen. Right, the proliferation here. Again, this isn't really hard to work out. That's it. Camera. And try to get rid of the shadow. Doink. Okay, fine. Let me share the screen. Again, I like. Why was this guy saying it's going? Like, couldn't you even like try to come up with an answer? Like just try to do something in your head canon. This is really, it's incredible to me. All right, it really is genuinely. Oh, here it comes. So please forgive the crudeness of the thing. Open with. Dang it! Hang on. I thought we had to open with Google. Okay, we're here. See, look, if you ever been confused, this will help you out. Share screen. Doink. Fine. Zoom in. The proliferation. A guide to know to the known known evolution and activity of Cybermen within the galaxy. So Mondas, 5,000 years ago, moving away from Sol. First divergence. So you had a Mondas journeys to the edge of space, and that's where the 10th planet Cybermen went. Right? There's a faction leap to planet 14. That's the invasion. Second divergence, right? So they could have like a large proliferation. So you had this group that went from the Wheeling Space Moon Base, abandoned solar system, colonization of Telos, Tomb of the Cybermen, and they forge a new race when they meet up with a cyber nomad group discovers frozen Telos. Right, so this is Attack of the Cybermen, right? And from that comes Cybermen, 5 Doctors, Earthshock. Also, Attack of the Cybermen has a time travel link to 1985 at the beginning. So, yeah. And then you got Revenge. So, yeah, okay. It's like not insanely simple, but it's not insanely difficult either. It's like, how can this be? Again, this is why Doctor was good. You would have like it's meant to appeal to people clever enough that have a head that can fill in the blanks of the head canon, right? And that's what it's supposed to appeal to. Oh, there we go. Doink. Fine. However, the origins have changed with each appearance. Well, now, I've just explained to you. The 10th planet revealed that the Cybermen originated from Earth's twin planet Mondas, but Tomb of the Cybermen claimed they came from Telos, was at home. Later, still, World Knife Dinosaur and Mondosian Cybermen evolving, not on Mondas itself, but a colony ship. Yeah, that was directed evolution, and it was I assumed it was a Mondasian colony ship as well. And I think that evolution was directed by the Master, if you recall, right, to become Cybermen, which or maybe they would have done anyway, right? I don't know, but like, you don't need everything spelled out to you, right? You can have like an air of mystery and something, and it's okay, right? I mean, that's basically it. You can have an air of mystery, and it really is. It's okay. Perhaps also explain their emergence of a parallel Earth in season 2's Rise of Cybermen. Yeah, it's a parallel. Okay, you are if this is confusing you, science fiction is not for you, darling, right? How does the TARDIS ensure the Doctor meets people in the right order? Well, you can say because the TARDIS is alive and the guardian of the Doctor, but that's actually quite a good point. It is quite a good point. Which I never thought of before, but that's quite a good point. Let's see what he has to say. Every so often on Doctor Who, a character like River Song or Sally Sparrow will appear, and somebody who has already met the Doctor before. The Doctor has met them due to the nature of the travel zone. However, these characters seem to have been the exceptions in the Doctor's interactions with people. They meet not the rule. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it was. That's very much a case. In fact, if you rewatch the Matt Smith era, it's essentially to be able to tell a story that way. But it's got to be a multi-year story, right? Given the Doctor travels sometimes in a seemingly random order, and he always has a little control of the disaster, it will be reasonable to expect that their reunions with old friends and then. I mean, yeah, it's a good point. Like for example. how did he Doctor stumble into unit like with the android invasion, and then again did you Caesar Death was after that? Caesar Doom was after that? I know. And then what was it? What's the next time? Well, anyway, basically takes him there in chronological order, which is because the actors are yeah, they got to make it in reality, right? You can't. It's not real, but fine. Doctor has met time traveling enemies such as the Master of the Daleks, even reunited with friends such as Brigadier and Captain Jack Harkness. Their timelines always have conveniently aligned. That is making it. That's a good point, right? The developments of Daleks and Skaro. What's confusing you? What, trying to reconcile the Daleks with Genesis of the Daleks? What's the problem? Right? Like, genuinely, what's the problem? The Genesis of the Daleks is a prequel to the Daleks, right? It's about a couple of years earlier. Daleks made the debut in the second serial, the Daleks, and saw William Hartnell's first Doctor and his companions traveling to Skaro, the world ravaged by neutronic war. In the wake of the war, the Dals, one of the two warring species, had retreated into their metal city. Okay, so you have the Dals and the Thals. I don't want to put that into. Well, there's several different answers for that. There was in the very, very good Big Finish series, I Davros. Right, the Dals were a third race on Skaro. The other suggestion is that records of race names got lost in their giant war, right? But yes, it was a liberal redesign. 1995 Jensen saw the fourth Doctor travel back in time to Dalek's very beginnings on Skaro, featuring the first Dalek travel machine produced by their creator Davros. Not only did Genesis of the Daleks rename the Daleks humanoid precursors Dals to Khalids, it erased the early Daleks' reliance on static electricity. Davros' first Daleks even had slats on their midsection that a feature that emerged. Okay, again, Dalek evolution. What the fuck is wrong with you? God. How to suck any joy out of anything. Well, speaking of sucking the joy out of things, Donna and Rose letting the Doctor Donna go. Yes, that was bollocks to say this beautiful girl who also has a big strapping penis is the best to say. Like, of course it's bollocks. It's woke shit. That's what. Yeah, no, of course it's bollocks. Woke shit always is bollocks, right? It always is bollocks. 1 second. This guy still keep going. I just know these comments are still happening. 1 second. I bet. Okay, the last time I went back of all this guy who's freaking out about my salacious thumbnails. I just last time I left it, I will go this next stream. Just said your lack of self-awareness is comedy gold. I don't think you can stop yourself from coming back. Right? I don't think I don't think you can stop yourself. He's still going. Then he just came back. Okay, mate. Whatever. Whatever. I was just gonna do a deep dive into that. I was like, this is more entertaining. Fine. No, it's not, because then I just saw a Doctor fucking. Oh, okay. Let's see what they've got to say about this. Donna Noble. Oh fuck! I hate this. Time as the TARDIS originally ended with tragedy. What a much stronger ending. When she absorbed the Doctor's time Lord consciousness, which proved potentially fatal for a human. I think it Rose, but okay. In order to save her life, the 10th Doctor was forced to erase Donna's memories of him and their travel together in the TARDIS. Right. It was a really strong moment, right? It was a very strong story idea, which I think they had much more the balls to carry out when they wrote out Clara. who I found a much more annoying character. Right, and then when the 12th Doctor finally hit that memory back just before he regenerated, was a really beautiful moment. I genuinely love that. Anyway, what we're talking about. However, Donna's memories were brought back when the 14th Doctor got his old face back and they met Donna once again. Yeah, this time Donna was able to survive becoming the Dr. Donna as she had passed the meta crisis to her daughter, who was having no type of crisis with her female penis, Rose Noble. Sharing the strain of the Time Lord consciousness slowed down its destructive impact, but still dangerous for for Donna and Rose to maintain part-Time Lord. To survive, the two were able to simply let it go, something a male-presenting Time Lord would never be able to understand, or anybody else with half a fucking brain. This suggests that Donna should have been able to simply let it go. It's okay. This is called propaganda. That's the function of this, to propagandize, right? This wasn't for storytelling. It was propaganda. How does Doctor become the Valiant? Well, I think that would be a mistake to spell that out. It was the weirdness of it, right? The vagueness of it that really made him such, and made it so interesting. Plus, Michael Jason's incredible performance. Like, people always complain about the trial section of the trial. I like him. Like, anything with Michael Jason, I like. Yeah, my new water ball's making a funny sound. There you go, working now. Yeah, it was like, hold on a second, let's see what they have to say. Again, just a bit of headcanon. I mean, I don't like, this is not hard. What's up with you, dude? Just a bit of headcanon. That's all you got to do. Many aspects of regeneration, the process by which the Doctor renewed their bodies in order to evade death, remain a mystery in Doctor Who, and quite rightly so. However, one of the most mysterious products or byproducts of regeneration to appear in Doctor Who is the Valiant, the Doctor, the Time Lord villain who menaced the Sixth Doctor through a season-long trial of the Time Lord, was revealed to be a manifestation of the Doctor's dark side, somewhere between the 12th and final incarnation. So, I mean, like, the answer was that he was a moment whilst regenerating. He was a potential Doctor, snapped outside of time, I guess, by the CIA, and given, like, much in the same way that Clara was given life, right, by having a snatched right before her death. The Master confirmed the Valiant's true nature, saying he was created in the Doctor's future, somewhere between Doctor's 12th and final incarnations. Whether this means the Valiant is the future incarnation of the Doctor or some kind of offshoot was never explained. I think offshoot is kind of the answer. Also, the recent title style twist, shit that it wasn't Doctor Who. Really, the Doctor has lived many more than the previous lives and previous thought. It's not clear whether the Valiant fits into that. Okay, forget the timeless child, right? I mean, I know Russell Davies is doing whatever he can to make you not forget it, right? Time Lord's control over regeneration. Well, the Doctor has less control. Was always the thing, right? Because he was, running around doing doctory shit as the Doctor, not being like, going to hospital. I guess it's different. It's a difference between like a home birth, right, and a hospital birth. So, which could be a bit more chaotic, right? Doctor Who process of regeneration seems to be to alternate impersonation between entirely random over which the Doctor has a degree of control. Well, does the Doctor have a degree of control when he regenerates? Oh, certainly not the first time. Second time, it wasn't regeneration. It was a full regeneration. From 3 to 4, no, had no control over that. From 4 to 5, no. 5 to 6, you can start to from 5 to 6. You can start to see how the final moments of a previous Doctor defines the next Doctor, right? Which is an idea that's got bigger and bigger. So, like, you can understand. Let's say, you had the Doctor poisoned and dying, right? And having to fight to survive. And that's why you get like the much more combative fighting Sixth Doctor, and then the much more Machiavellian Seventh Doctor, all right? And then like an Eighth Doctor that wants to like wants to just go and have fun rather than being like, you know, a master chess player on a million galactic chessboards, right? Which is, I think, really defines the Eighth Doctor. Fine, but I'm talking about regenerations. You can see from between 9 and 10, right? It's all about getting over his post-traumatic stress, right? And also like mirroring Rose, because so he got his London accent. And then so I don't know. Does he have control over it? Never. I can't think of one regeneration where he had control over it. What are you talking about? 4 to 5, no. 5 to 6, no. 6 to 7, no. 7 to 8, no. 8 to War Doctor, no. I mean, that's one that at least the sister of Khan had control over. That's the most directed has ever been. War Doctor to 9, no, it just happened. 9 to 10, didn't seem to be able to control it. 10 to 11, no. 11 to 12, no. Okay, no. Okay, fine. I've just been through all of them, and you're wrong about all of them, right? If you're talking about Romana, though, that's the way Time Lords are supposed to be able to regenerate. Here's the thing. The difference between Doctor Who and Star Trek is this. In Star Trek, everybody on the Starship Enterprise is the top of their class. They're the number one of number one, right? They fought through the academy to get to that high spot, right? So that's like Doctor Who kind of like thumbs his nose at academia and authority. He was like, well, it seems as being somewhat silly and reductive. Anyway, fine. So Time Lords process really seems to alternate in the. So that's why it's okay for the Doctor not to be good at something. Improvisation between being entirely random or something over which the Time Lords have a degree of control. Typically, the Doctor has been shown to have no knowledge of what face are going to end up with them post-regeneration. Sister of the Card even told the Eighth Doctor that elixirs elevated the Time Lord science so that regeneration process could no longer be random. Yeah, I know. We all saw this, right? However, the 12th Doctor and 14th, who gives a shit about the 14th Doctor? Were familiar faces. I mean, sort of. They just wanted Peter Capaldi back. I mean, I hate to be like why do they want the Kamika's face or whatever it is? Just some bullshit. Who cares? It's just explaining him being in living memory in Doctor Who, right? They never explained Colin Baker. People thought, a regenerating Doctor was going to smash into Maxwell and they'll fuse, right? When he was going to become the Doctor. Well, that's the time. Time Lord regeneration seems to alternate the present. Okay, fine. Typically, the Doctor has been shown to have no knowledge of this. This will come lectures, no longer random. However, the 12th and 14th Doctor were familiar faces. While they didn't choose these faces, their subconscious reasoning was eventually made clear in both cases. When Mel's was regenerating in the River Song, she claimed to be focusing on dress size, suggesting that she could be influenced the body. Previously in Destiny of the Daleks, the Doctor's Time Lord companion Romana was seen not only regenerating well, but even trying on different bodies before settling on the one she covered on the copy of Lady Astra of Astra. And again, it was a joke. Fuck me. I think that's entirely accurate. Really? Yeah, I know. Rumours only appeared once despite multiple time fractions. Yeah, I know. Well, you can say everything before classic Who. Everything before I say modern Who, or when the Time Wars were around, there was no Reapers. All right. Let's see what they have to say. Where else would they have appeared since then? First season 2001 revival made the point of demonstrating the limitation time travel. Again, this is such a great example. Paul Cornell, douchebag of a human being, fantastic Doctor Who writer, right? In the episode Father's Day, Rose asked to take her back in time the day that her father died so she could be with him, finding herself unable to stand by and watch him die. However, Rose saved her father's life and created a paradox, inadvertently summoning the Reapers. I really, this episode is stunning, right? It really, I forgot how good this was. Oh God, if you did not play it. I'm like, why did I get that preview? God help us. Reapers said to be creatures from the outside of the time vortex that are able to enter points where the time was damaged, devouring everything in order to sterilize the wound. The Doctor said, therefore, before the Time War, the Time Lords had kept the Reapers at bay. Despite this, in subsequent episodes, which time was damaged, such as the Waters of Mars and the Wedding River Zone, there was no sign of Reapers, reduced them to a one-time threat. Yeah, mate. There are many scary. What about Vortisaurs? We haven't seen them recently. That was in Paul McGann's first Big Finish season. The Fugitive Doctor Police Box TARDIS. So many. One of the stupid things about this, it was buried, right? And because they wanted to have the big dramatic moment of Jodie Whittaker digging up the police box. Like, what does this mean? And then they couldn't work out about getting into that to teleport into it. God, I hated it. Fugitive Dune spun an interesting mystery with the introduction of the Fugitive Doctor, the new incarnation of the Doctor, an unknown to Jodie Whittaker, and 13th Doctor, who was also unknown to her, but who also didn't recognize 13th Doctor. This left unclear, and they did it fine. Bye then. Off you go. Oh, a second. What's this? Call coming? No. Off you go. Don't worry about this huge mystery. Nothing to see here. Left unclear. First through scans confirmed they were the same Time Lord. The Fugitive Doctor's TARDIS was also confusing still in the shape of a police box. The Fugitive Doctor was later revealed to be a fast incarnation of the Doctor's secret life. No, she wasn't. She was intimated to be. Right? I think the original plan was that this was an alternate timeline split off in this first regeneration. Right, so she's an alternate second Doctor, which kind of would have explained everything, right? And then they were going to have an alternate female third Doctor, and that was and they were going to become the official, canon. I think that was the plan. Lives were eventually erased from the Doctor's memory. However, the first Doctor has been seen stealing a TARDIS in the first time. The second ever episode of Doctor Who saw him noticing it was stuck in the shape of a police box. The fact that it don't try and make sense of that bullshit. Where do Time Lords come from? Robert Holmes, I think, isn't it? Who invented Time Lords? No, Terrence Dicks. Terrence Dicks, my mistake, right? He wrote War Games. So why are we looking at A Good Man Goes to what? Season 12 of Doctor Who dropped a major revelation concerning the secret origin of Time Lords. The Timeless Children saw the Doctor learn that they did not originate from Gallifrey. Rather, they were a mysterious timeless child found beneath a wormhole by a Gallifreyan explorer called Tectun. The Timeless Child was the first being on Gallifrey to regenerate. Tectun experimented with the child and killed him many times over to pass the ability to Gallifreyans created Time Lords. Traditionally, the creation of Time Lords has been credited to Rassilon, the first Time Lord president. Actually, it was three: Rassilon, Omega, and the other heavily intimated to be the Doctor. In A Good Man Goes to the Doctor claimed the ability to regenerate came from Gallifreyan's explosion of the time vortex over billions of years. Yeah, that would make sense. For this reason, River Song's conception and the time vortex allowed Madame Cavorian to return to a human Time Lord hybrid, apparently confirming the connection between Time Lord biology and the vortex. It is possible the Time Child is some kind of... No, it's just bollocks. by It's Just Bollocks. Susan named the TARDIS. So best explained, I think, in the book Lung Barrow, which has a scene in it, which is a prequel to Doctor Who. Essentially, you had, as I said, you had these three people in Time Lord Society. You had the Rassilon, Omega, and the other, right? The other was human, and they also the third person who made the stellar manipulator. It starts off with the Hand of Omega trying to talk him into coming back. He said, "Get away from me, you brute!" He is Susan's grandfather, and while they're developing TARDIS, she came up with the name Time Relative Dimension in Space. Eventually, this guy threw himself into like the source code laser beam thing of all Gallifreyans. Gallifreyans are born on looms in houses. They each have 12 members, each with 12 regenerations, right? Which is the House of Longbarrow is what it was eventually born into. That was bollocks. Okay. None of these things didn't make sense. I mean, that mattered. Like, who cares about the Jodie shit, right? I mean, this was what was I expecting? What else did I think would be other than a really dumb article? I mean, yeah, if I thought there'd be anything different, I'm a dummy, right? I'm an absolute dummy if I thought anything different was going down. Yeah, what should we look at the Matt Smith thing? No. We'll go over to a bit of screen round action. Daleks hold an embarrassing Doctor Who streak that shooting Gatwick eras needs to end. Oh god, what does it need to end? They're often cited as the Doctor's greatest enemy, yet the deadly alien race holds an unwanted record that threatens their status. Which is, what are you talking about? Doctor Who's Daleks are generally considered to be the Doctor's greatest enemy, yet the fearsome aliens hold... Okay, get to your point. However, despite battling the Time Lord over 6 decades, one Dalek streak suggests... My God, I skipped the whole paragraph and didn't miss anything. Although Doctor Who features numerous characters, recurring characters and villains, it is the Daleks that frequently elicit the... Okay, fucking hell! Get to your point! And conspire to destroy all life and react, blah, 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 blah. And yet this are, to name just a few of their infamous schemes, and yet this horrific track record conceals the disappointing truth about the Daleks that Doctor Who is yet to correct, that ahead of the Shooting Atlas season in the infamous role. What is it? Daleks have never killed a Doctor in Doctor... Well, of course not. The closer you got was David Tennant being exterminated and then putting his regeneration energy into his hand. I mean, who has? I mean, okay, let's go through regenerations. He basically died of like falling apart. It wasn't the Cybermen, right? For 10th Planet. False regeneration, War Games. Radiation poisoning for the Third Doctor, falling off a telescope, Fourth Doctor. I mean, I guess you could say the Master killed him, right? And the giant spider killed him. I don't know. Spectrox poisoning killed him. No, that's not like a monster, right? You very rarely get a monster kill him. You got him banged his head on the console from 6 to 7. Unless you take the Big Finish, the Last Adventure, I think the Last Adventure, that was really good. That was excellent. So that was which gave a whole different generation slided in there between 6 and 7, which was excellent. 7 was shot by a street gang. 8, so no monster there. 8 was forced regenerated by the Sister of Khan. So you could say the Daleks nearly forced the regeneration of the 9th Doctor, right? They weren't really real Daleks. They were these, they were these weird human hybrid Daleks made of human remains, right? They, but it was absorbing the power from the TARDIS, more radiation poisoning, right? That regenerated them into 10. 10 regenerated into 11 with radiation. Again, not a monster killing them, right? 11 regenerated in 12 when it basically just grew, old age, wasn't it? Right? And then 12 regenerated not when... I mean, like, he was shot a bunch of times by Cybermen, but he only regenerated... he decided to regenerate out like a whole special life. This is such a dumb article. Right? This is actually painfully dumb. It hurts me how dumb it is. Oh, man. So they're saying they wanted to kill the Doctor. I mean, it would be good if they killed David Tennant's Doctor. I think that would be cool. That really would be cool. But that would actually be a ballsy move. Right? They bring back David Tennant Doctor and then they kill him off. Right? Because this Doctor, by regenerated everything, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Why one Christmas episode was a major turning point for Doctor Who, which is the episode. God, how long will it take to get to it? Who's right? Mark Donaldson actually knows a bit about Doctor Who. What we're talking about? Green Death, Invasion. Well-written farewells. Okay. Lydia's death set up a modern Doctor Who ruthless streak. Right, that is true. That her death scene was very, very chilling. But yeah, they basically all get killed. Could have become a companion, but she went on to be in EastEnders instead. Right? I think pivotal episode. I don't know. David Tennant's first generation secretly longer. Oh fuck! I don't care. Let's have a look at Bounding in the comics. Anything new going on here? The spin-off legacy sequel, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, on the way from Cobra Kai producers. Okay, so I went, oh no, that's all Cobra Kai producers. I'm like, okay, Cillian Murphy doesn't think his with praise and directed thriller Red Eye was that good. I hated watching myself. I like Cillian Murphy a lot. I like Oppenheimer. That was a good movie, right? That was a solid good movie. Hang on. What's going on over here? Animation may not be returning to Blue Mountain State. I don't even know what the Blue Mountain State is. Marvel has declined, has decimated the X-Men comics for X-Men comic line for woke points. Yes, they did. Right? I hate this. It really annoys me. Marvel mocks Christians with their latest pride pandering comic. Like, why can't you pander to Christians? Right? Oh God, what is this? What's going on? The X-Men were. He's basically shouting at a priest. And look, all the priest gets to have so many. Look, there's too much dialogue, right? The artwork's not good enough. He's just shouting at somebody, and it's a one-sided thing. Oh, fuck off. Like, I don't know why you got to have so much fucking pride, right? Really, I don't. I don't think it's good for anybody to have that amount of pride. Very bizarre, right? Very bizarre. Disney getting lots of lawsuits. Very glad to see that. Marvel's focusing on grounded, less expensive TV shows. What? Because you ran out of fucking money. Scoop confirmed. Marvel broke. Can't afford a Hulk movie. I don't think a Hulk movie was ever on here. Let's have a look at the scoop. Marvel decided to be on the right side of the money. They previously told me Marvel was broke, which is why interns did all the posters for the Marvels movie. Oh, that's wild. It's now learned that learned from Mark Ruffalo that Marvel can't do a standalone Hulk movie because it'd be too expensive. That's hilarious to think because Disney cost like $300 million from the Marvels. Possibly close to $400 million for Indiana Jones 5, $200 million for both Secret Invasion and then She-Hulk. That's $1.1 billion spent on only 4 projects, all of which failed. Right? Disney has confirmed Marvel's lost them $200 million. It has also passed She-Hulk Season 2 because of cost. Secret Invasion, such as a massive bust of Disney, is giving the Marvel TV a complete overhaul, as my insider said. Fitz, I've been told Marvel is broke, hence the intent of doing their poster art for the MCU. That is so funny. That is so funny. I didn't think there was ever one in the offing, a standalone Hulk movie. Well, possibly thanks to those big failures, a standalone Hulk movie isn't happening, aside from whatever may be going on with the rights regarding Universal Pictures. Mark Ruffalo has recently been addressing Hulk in the MCU and been told not to talk about it. Speaking of GQ, he said it was too expensive. He said, I'd love to do a standalone Hulk movie. Oh, I'd love to. But I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, because all your woke shit, like just destroy the MCU. Like, completely destroy the MCU. And it's not like they didn't test it out first by doing it in the comics. And it destroyed the comics as well. Still is. Rafa said in the interview, it's very expensive if you did a whole movie, which is why they use a Hulk so sparingly. I priced myself out. Again, Disney spent over $1 billion on 4 shitty projects. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You are 100% correct, sir. Right? Is there anything else new? This we'll probably get to on Wednesday. That's next time I'm on. Madam Web, students are blaming women instead of themselves. Well, of course. Yeah, well, quite. Obviously, why would anybody be in any way surprised, right? Why would anybody be in any way surprised? So also on Wednesday, other than going over Dune, which I am looking forward to, is there any new things on the Radio Times thing? No. Doctor Who releases Shooting Gut was audition script. Oh, couldn't be bothered. Like, I'm so not interested, right? I am so not interested. But here, two things I really want to get into is 2 articles written by the wonderful Gareth Roberts. This is wonderful. How the woke have revived the noble savage, right? Those blaming colonialism for homophobia in Palestine are retreating to treating non-Westerners like children. Yes, they do, right? And they feel so good about themselves doing it. And then the woke colonization of London. Yeah, I really want to get into this, right? Written by great Doctor Who writer Gareth Roberts. Here's a question. Sadiq Khan, was it Islamic friends or just woke as fuck? I don't know. Is there a difference, right? Is there a difference? You know, who knows or dares to dream? Fine. With that, I am I'm heading off into the subset. I like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. I way preferred Ed Norton, right? Ed Norton had a bit of edge to him, right? Mark Ruffalo just gets up my nose, right here. 1 second. Fine. Now you drag me back into it. Let me find that article about Mark Ruffalo where he's talking about Israel, right? I think he deserves a good spanking. What was it? Mark Ruffalo. Am I spelling his name wrong? Ruffalo? Is that? I think I'm spelling his name wrong. Here we go. Here. Let's see what this brain trust piece of fuck has to say. I'm really running out of steam. Okay, this is like I think it's like we need to deal with though. Mark Ruffalo demands a ceasefire in Gaza and Israel. Fine, just give us back the hostages and have Hamas surrender. We're not going to bomb our way to peace. Well, you did. Don't you remember World War II? Right, that you bombed your way to peace then. Have you ever seen the movie Oppenheimer? It's about bombing your way to peace, right? We're not going to. I mean, like, again, here's the thing: people like Mark Ruffalo treat the Israelis like they're the Harkonnens, and with just an intense ignorance about what they're talking about, like this intensity of their ignorance. Who's calling? I have no idea. It looks like a US number. I'll pick it up. It's probably a cold call. Hello. Yep, looks like it's nothing. Oh no, I'm hearing somebody in the background. Who's that? Hello? Okay, they decided against it. Whoever it was. Marvel star Mark Ruffalo, also known as the for his incessant leftist activism, has called for a ceasefire in Gaza amid the ongoing. And again, the reason they're bitching about Rafah is because it's their last fucking stand. They are fucked when they lose Rafah. Has called for a ceasefire in Gaza amid the and also Israel just has set up was it an evacuation plan for civilians. And I don't know why you would think we wouldn't, right? Israeli sources say mounting pessimism. Hamas to agree to a hostage deal amid Doha talks. I mean, they have to agree because otherwise they're dead, right? So this is actually working. Looks like they did bomb our way to peace because they will do anything, right? Rather than all be killed, which that would be my preference. I would say if once they get all the hostages back, they're going to kill them anyway, right? In the ceasefire in Gaza amid the ongoing armed conflict between equal and war, Israel and Palestine terror group Hamas, demanding President Joe Biden put an end to the attacks. Well, put an end to the Hamas attacks, you cunt. All right. During an interview in Deadline, the Directors Guild Awards, Ruffalo was asked about the badges he was seen wearing before the ceremony. Pointing to the lapel, he said, "This is a peace lily. This is an emblem for artists for ceasefire." Fuck you, artists for ceasefire. Artists for murdering and raping Jews. Call it that. Let's be real, right? Oh, fucking hate them. There's 1,000, 2,000 Israelis dead and 27,000 Palestinians. They say it's close to 30. Actually, I thought. That's correct, right? So I thought it was one in 4 that the Americans British got. I heard today it was 1 in 5. Like for every 5 people killed in Desert Storm, 1 of them was an enemy combatant. I actually thought it was 1 in 4, but I think it was 1 in 5. Even taking the bullshit Hamas statistics, it's 1 in 3. So you're welcome. Actually, 1 in 2.5. Actually, we come to understand this bombing isn't working. You are such an idiot cunt. Of course it's working. Why do you think they're crying like bitches? Of course it's fucking working. They're shitting themselves. We're not going to bomb our way to peace. Again, you did, didn't you? It was okay when you did it in Dresden or, Nagasaki, right? You were fine with it. There's a great TV show on about you bombing your way to peace right now called Masters of the Air. Right? Yes, you can bomb your way to peace. In fact, you've done it throughout fucking history. All of you have done it throughout history. As soon as a Jew does, they're like, oh, no! No, they're making far less civilian casualties than us, of course. But that's evil because they're Jews. And you live by your own standards. Let us live by your standards. And all we're saying is, you know, what's wrong with giving a ceasefire a chance? Because we won't get our fucking hostages back. These are rabid fucking animals that want to kill us. You fuck moron, fucking idiot. Oh, well, let's go and give a ceasefire a chance. Because then we will still have terrorists fucking sitting on our necks. Why don't you give it a chance? What's the worst going to happen? More of us going to be raped and murdered. More babies thrown into fucking ovens. Fucking cunt. The action continued. We have 1 million refugees at the border of Rafah right now who are looking at another bombing surge. Yes, and they're going to be evacuated. Like, are you crying about Egypt not giving them a place to go? No, Egypt's putting a bigger border up, a bigger wall up. There are 400,000 people starving to death right now without any humanitarian. You are a liar. Why do you not know this? Fucking ignorant cunt. So we're asking the leaders of the world, especially President Biden, to demand a ceasefire you will be like, okay, fuck you. It's never happening, and I don't care. I think I echo most of Israel. We don't care how many of you fucks we got to fight to go to take out Hamas. If it's just Hamas, fine. We will fight every fucking one of you. And I remind you, we're a nuclear fucking power. And if the push comes to shove, we will demonstrate we're a nuclear power. And and that's the thing nobody wants to say out loud, right? If it's an existential crisis of existence, we are nuking Iran. We will nuke Qatar. Don't think that they wouldn't, right? Just in the same way, if Putin doesn't get what he wants in Ukraine, he will nuke everybody. You're putting a nuclear power in fear of existential in existential fear, right? They are going to be destroyed. You want this war to be over? Then you demand that a world coalition target Qatar, who are holding the purse strings, who could end this tomorrow, right? Put international sanctions on Qatar, or better still, invade it and take their fucking oil. And then this will be over tomorrow. And give peace a chance. It's just a continuing bombing. Okay, all they got to do is surrender, you dumb cunt. The escalation of violence will end soon with a regional war that America will be dragged into. It already is. Formed by Hollywood, the self-proclaimed advocates following the Hamas surprise invasion on October 7th last year. Oh, God, you know what? Please, Jewish Hollywood, don't hire any of these cunts ever again. Andrew Garfield, fuck off. Ben Affleck, don't get to see you again. Bradley Cooper, that's a shame, but I can live without. Kate Blanchett, goodbye. Channing Tatum, bye. Jackie and Phoenix, I did like you in Napoleon. I don't care if I never see any of you cunts again. Right? Who else we got now? Tilda Swinton. Okay, I'll be sorry, but I'd hardly say. And Charles Dance, again, I like you in a bunch of stuff, but fuck you. Fuck off, all of you. I just, you got to have ceasefire with the Nazis. What about the civilians? What, like all the civilians you killed in all your fucking wars? Oh, that was different. We were mobile. Yeah, fuck you. Come. Oh, that was good. I feel good for that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for dragging me down that rabbit hole. Fine with that. I will bid you adieu. I'll be back on what day is Monday, Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday. With much to talk about, much fun, virility, and ferocious provocation. I nearly came up with another F word, but I was doing it on the fly. I couldn't do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hit the end broadcast.